For the 50th episode, I'll buy pizza and beer for everybody.
Fuck yeah.
You won't remember this.
Let's do 11 episodes tonight.
Are you recording this?
We should record 5 episodes right now.
Episode 48.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
There's the beer.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, proof. Don't cut this out.
I'm going to put it at the beginning of every episode as a reminder.
Countdown.
Ding dong.
That's going to be
4 more episodes.
That's conveniently the one we all just don't want to show up for. Like, we're not going home
Awesome.
early.
Or no, Kevin will show up like Thursday morning and Kevin will be like, I did the show last night. You guys missed out on the pizza.
You'll see like empty pizza box and like a 6-pack ring.
Had 2 Totinos, some Miller. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Geek Not Geek, episode number 39.
39.
39. It's like a 69, but you only go 3/4 of the way around, so you're kind of sucking.
It's nothing like that at all.
It is. You come
like
to
a
my
69
house
by
tonight.
yourself.
I'll show you. It's when you have ribs removed and you can fold yourself over.
That's kind of...
I thought it was when you're 69 with a midget.
Oh,
They were licking your belly button.
kind of sexy.
No, you gotta like arch your back real hard.
Yes, you've had
You're small
experience
enough to
that way.
fuck your belly button.
Handy capable.
Oh.
Capable hands.
Oh. Anyway,
Well, we've assembled the entire team back.
it's Kevin.
This is Jeff.
Sarah. Wake up!
With awkward
Say it.
silence.
Say it, gay Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Hey, Jimmy.
And Black Rob's back from the grave, apparently.
Yeah.
And Josh!
Wait, you were dead.
Yeah.
How did you come back?
I don't know. I was just in Missouri. I know most people think it's death.
Transformers
but,
resurrected you.
yeah, the Matrix brought me back. Or maybe the Quintessence.
The Allspark.
Or the Allspark.
The Allspark. I'm going with the Quintessence.
We found an iMac and we used the Allspark and then Rob appeared.
Hal Sparks?
Oh.
What?
That would have been awesome. Transformers. Hal Sparks, like,
The Cube transforms into Hal Sparks.
I love
Wow.
the 80s.
I don't get
The
it.
house.
Hal Sparks is the guy from all of the VH1. I love the 80s.
Yeah, I
He's
read
the
Kino
only
in
funny
like
guy
6
on there.
years.
And we thought he was in,
He's great on Queer as Folk. Nobody watches Queer. Oh, okay, never mind.
we thought he was in,
I know he's in it. I
we
don't.
thought he was
Jimmy
in,
does.
we thought he was in Grindhouse, but it wasn't him. It was
Yeah, it was the other guy.
some other Mexican.
Ah. Wow, dude. You're going to get ass raped after this show.
By a
That's
midget.
guaranteed.
And we'll
By a
call it
Mexican
93.
midget.
Is that 39?
Total reversal. of the
2
other.
midgets.
Just done with
39?
interactions.
Yes.
Never mind, it's not funny.
Get
I'm
the
going
fuck out
home.
of here.
2 weeks away, and I already forgot how to do a crappy podcast.
Oh, don't.
I mean, not that this podcast is bad. I
You
mean,
get struck by lightning while wearing an iPod. What the fuck?
you know, it happens to people wearing other brands of MP3 players too.
No, just iPods. I saw it. CNN.
They're just the ones that get news about it.
That's true.
I like the kid that was mowing his lawn that got hit. That was better. Because it left marks all the way up, and he had, like, indentions in his ears, making hand signals.
I like the gopher that hit under the tree in a rainstorm. Like, isn't that the first thing you learn when you're a kid? Don't run under a fucking tree in a storm.
Especially in Florida.
Or play golf,
Like, stay away from trees.
period.
Anyway, so what's going on this week?
Well, we went to the movies.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we get to see?
Harry Potter,
And?
The Order of the Phoenix.
Yes.
2 movies.
Yes, indeed. All right, we're not going to see
Is
too
it
much
Harry
on
Potter
it, though.
and the Order of the
gonna-
Phoenix? Or?
Because Sarah will gouge out our eyes
I've
with
read
a
the book.
fork.
It's Jimmy who's going to kill you.
Yeah, I read the book too.
Jimmy
I
will
got
kill
nothing.
us.
He hasn't read the book.
Read the book.
He doesn't read books.
Let me simply ask this: did you like it, Jeff?
I did. I enjoyed it very much. I did not read the book, so it was a complete surprise for me.
And you're
I
not-
did read the book several times, and I enjoyed it as well.
Oh, you read this one multiple times?
Except that I had a few problems.
You read that book multiple times? God, that book sucked.
He's so angsty. I love it.
Ugh.
I write in my blog after I listen to a chapter. It's
That book was
awesome.
just boring as fuck.
That's not
Okay.
I
Josh's.
think it good till the end.
That's
Yeah,
not Josh's
like the
opinion
last
on the
like
entire
2 chapters. That book
series.
is good.
Like, yeah.
That's
Then
it.
you're gonna hate the movie.
Probably not, because it's not like reading through it again.
Yeah, I don't have to spend fucking 100 pages dealing with it in the movie.
No, about a
So
minute and a
is
half.
is it more streamlined and condensed from your opinion?
Jesus
It's
God,
gotta
yes.
be. It was like
Oh my
1,000 pages.
God.
I know it's got to be, but I mean, is it done well? Did they
done
cut out what they needed to cut and leave in what they needed to leave in? More or
Kinda.
less? To your satisfaction.
Some stuff they should have had in, some stuff was better off not being there. So I'd rather seen it be about 30 minutes longer.
Maybe it's stuff that
But
they
I don't want. I can't say anything because it'll ruin it for Josh.
Did Cho and Jenny make out?
Dude, that was the best part.
Sweet. I'll go tonight.
Order of the Phoenix uncut.
They went to
I'll
the
Pee Wee Herman that bitch.
they went to the room of
I think
requirement
that's old. How can you even use that anymore?
because he's old.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams.
I'm in the room of retirement.
But speaking of Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, one midnight showing made $12 million. The most ever at a midnight opening.
Was it really?
Wow.
Yes, indeed. And I'm proud of them.
So that's just the Wednesday night. It's 12 million.
Yep.
Wednesday night take. So when they count on the whole weekend deal, it'll be
That'll be massive.
fat.
Will it be Pirate Spider-Man massive?
Yes.
I would think so.
That's your call.
We had
Biggest opening ever? Is that your call? Are you going to call that right
Not
now?
biggest opening ever.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it's going to be right up there. And it's going to stay steady with the money it makes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Transformers claiming that middle of the week biggest opening ever now?
I think so. I actually
Even though it wasn't the middle of the week, it was Monday.
Whatever it was.
Yeah. I think
Tuesday,
Potter's
kind of.
gonna fall off hard. I think it's gonna do big first week numbers, but I think Potter's one of those movies that everybody that's going to see it goes to see it in the first
It's
week.
not going to get a lot
I
of
don't think it's gonna
referrals.
drop that hard.
I think it'll have a
Slowly
good
go
month.
down.
It's
We'll
what,
see.
the fourth movie, fifth movie.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the other ones, you're
Definitely
not going to go see this one.
I'm just saying,
so.
what else is coming out? I mean, it's not-
Stardust.
B
Fuck
movie.
with Stardust.
B movie.
I'm just saying, it doesn't. There's nothing really else that's kind of.
I think it actually looks really good.
Nobody.
Yeah, but it won't do shit in theaters. It'll be just like Princess Bride. It won't do shit in theaters.
But
and then
that's
it'll,
good.
Like get a good cult
I
following.
like
afterwards.
Stardust.
But that's
I
what's so
really
good
like
about it. Then it's more your thing, you know? So fuck the people that just go to see
No
it to
game.
see it.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Okay, right
You want
now.
to go?
And
On the air.
what's the next big movie then?
Let's do it.
Simpsons is the last thing left of the summer.
Yeah, pretty
27th?
much.
Wasn't there something else coming out?
Trailers for it.
I'm not at all excited about it.
What, watching
honestly.
all the episodes you've come to know and love together in one movie?
Yeah.
All 12 Simpsons plots?
An amalgam of jokes over 18 years.
Yeah.
But at least they
I
remade
wonder
some
if
7-Elevens.
Bart's gonna get like wired up on squishies at some point in the movie. I'm gonna call that right now. That's gonna happen.
And join some sort of cult religion.
Let's say right now, at some point, he's gonna get all juiced up on some
Like
form of sugar.
Christianity. Ooh, cult
To be
religion.
nice little Flanders moments. To be.
Call
What?
in Flanders.
I'll still see it.
No.
I won't.
No.
No.
I'm going to go see it
You'll
in the
avoid
theater. I have
The thing is,
to.
I stopped caring after what, like
Season
halfway,
8.
Season 42.
basically.
I think
Season 7 when you were 3 years old.
I was old.
I
That's
stopped
like,
caring when
like 20
Futurama
years
was
old
better
already.
than The Simpsons.
Yeah. I got to go see that as a matter of principle. It's been,
No, a Futurama movie.
right. Well,
I would
yeah,
go see that.
obviously. But
Yeah,
what,
that'd be funny.
we're talking 20 years to make a movie of a show, so it's like a matter of principle to go see it now.
It seems like it's more for the fans than it is, because it's already been done probably. So
If it was for the fans, the whole movie would revolve around Comic Book Guy.
Or it would just be
True.
Futurama.
And B guy.
maybe that's how they pitched it the first time. Like, no, comic book guy just can't carry a movie.
What I had always heard is the reason they didn't do a movie up until now is they were too busy. Like they were just too busy working on general episodes.
Korea was
season
too
to
busy
season.
drawing
Well,
it.
whoever,
Busy making it not
both
funny.
writing it and then producing it back to Korea and back and forth.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the South Park guys can turn out an
What? I
episode
like
in a
Simpsons
week.
like
Well,
A timely episode.
until like what season 6, and it just kind of dropped. And I think that's when Futurama, somewhere in there, was made. That's where everybody else
Somewhere.
went.
Somewhere.
I like rainbows.
Yeah, but when Futurama was on, everybody stayed to watch Simpsons, or was it the other way around? I don't even know. But I watched
Futurama was
both.
on at like 7:30, and then The Simpsons was on at 8 after.
Yep.
No.
but sometimes
Yeah, that was
baseball
awesome.
was on instead of Futurama, and
And-
sometimes NASCAR was on instead of Futurama.
And
It
King
just
of the
got-
Hill at
It
7.
just got supplanted by so many
King of
things.
the Hill.
Ew.
Yeah, I always think
I
that's
hate
the
that
greatest
show.
travesty of Fox. Is one of the great crimes is that
Fucking King of
King of
the
the Hill
Hill.
is on what season and Futurama got canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I like to think that it's an
Zug, zug.
intelligence
Yes.
ratio.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm
No one can-
drinking
no one can-
beer.
No one can understand the slurm.
The weakest episode of Futurama is still 10 times funnier than the funniest episode.
There were no weak episodes. Shut
There
your
is a
mouth.
funniest episode of King of the Hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to
Jeff,
look real hard.
Jeff was
to
trying to
find
show
out.
extremes. That's what he was doing.
That's too extreme.
We have some cool, well, I guess not cool television news, because I'm sure none of you people watch Eureka.
Yeah, I did.
You guys ever watch that?
I watch a whole
No, I do not.
We watched the full
Oh, God
first
damn
season.
it.
I like the show. It's fucking
Ain't
cool
it?
as shit.
It gets
I like
too
the show. I
gets
read
too formulaic. Like you know what's gonna happen.
It's like a really good version of Misfits of Science.
or Erie, Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like the
Growing up
original.
here.
But it's a good show. It apparently,
Not really.
I guess a lot of people discovered they had a massive advertising marketing thing going like over the last month, and they've been bombarding different channels with adverts for it. And it opened with 2.5 million viewers on Tuesday, which is a fuck ton more than they've ever had before.
It can't
So-
hurt that there's nothing else to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have no Lost, no Heroes, no Battlestar.
You're
so.
starving for something on
Yeah,
sci-fi.
You gotta record something on your DVR.
That
Because they
when I
can't
started
rerun,
watching.
old,
Top
sci-fi shows like Babylon 5 or Deep Space Nine.
Oh yeah, that movie comes out at the end of the month. The Babylon 5 movie.
The Dark DVD.
Oh, was that this
Yeah.
month?
Yeah.
Or was it going to be? It was
July
Sci-Fi
31st,
Channel
I
and
think.
DVD. Or they,
Well,
like,
they're
show
doing
it
the
at some
DVD
point?
first,
right?
and then it'll air on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Someday.
It's like
Call the
Tales
Rangers.
of something. I don't even remember the name of it. I wasn't super excited about it, but it's still,
I'll watch it.
yeah. Except Jakar's dead. We'll never get to see him again.
Or-
Another last best hope.
Spoiler. Spoiler for a
The
fucking...
actor died. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Lincoln might have been assassinated. Just to let you know. Don't
And
wanna
did
say.
you, Josh? Because I think you and I were the only ones that even cared about Drive. Did you read that?
I did.
That's
What?
They pretty much said where the series was going to go. Had it kept going.
they did 6 episodes.
Some of it I don't know how it would have worked.
Some
Army
of it-
guy going back to Iraq. How fucking long is this race?
Yeah, no shit.
He has time to go back to Iraq, get a clue, then get sent back to the U.S. What the fuck?
The thing that threw me was
An episode of 24.
what was the? It said that the one chick was supposed to have had a penis also.
That was in the pilot though, and
Yeah.
didn't make it to the actual.
Thank Christ, dude.
What? How is that even?
So what's the specifics on this?
Well, they made 6 episodes, but they only aired 4, and I guess it's going to end up, showing on Fox.com. The other 2 episodes, hopefully,
Just
maybe
somewhere
in the
to,
next
somewhere
week.
to dump them because they have them.
Right.
Kind of like Studio 60. They had those last few episodes. They just dumped them on the back end of the season.
At least they aired them.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Fox.
What was the FBI show that Tim Minier did before this? He did with the super hot blonde chick who was FBI chick with a horrible past.
God damn it.
Anyways, they shot a fuck ton of episodes for that, and they never aired them anywhere.
That's weird.
And that was years ago. That show was cool.
No DVD.
What?
Yeah,
No,
I guess
not
there's
for
not-
that. Not yet.
I guess there's not enough for a DVD release of this one.
But
6
Jeff,
episodes.
They're putting out a DVD set, and NBC's putting out one for the Black Dawn release, and that didn't last but 2 episodes on air, I think.
It was
Yeah.
crap.
They killed
if
that
you go
already?
to
Oh,
Ain't
yeah.
It Cool News, you can get a listing of all the different little things that were going to be in the series. If you can link that on the Geek Not Geek front page.
Yeah,
Will do.
At
Some of it's interesting,
geeknotgeek.com.
some of it not so much.
Some of it sounds really stupid,
Put in your own show.
but yeah,
But it's interesting to hear shows have a new place to go when they die.
yeah.
Either DVD box sets,
Into the crap.
and then they get called the complete series,
Yeah,
as it is.
That's cool, but
it's
that's
not cool.
yeah, it is.
No.
Yes,
Anyway,
that's it for our light week of television and movies
Wait,
because we
wait.
did not have a
What?
ton.
Wait, you
I
got
want
something?
to talk about something.
Rob's got something. Bring it up,
I
buddy.
discovered something recent that I'm sure most people already know about, but I want to bring up just in case.
You have pubes?
There's that, and the pubes and stuff. But this is more important.
Rob's a man.
It's called Riff Tracks. It's the
Ooh.
guys from MST3K. They do commentaries that you can download off their website. It's like $3, and you sync it up with the movie, and it's hilarity with the movies that you.
where would you
already
go
own.
to find these?
Rifftracks.com,
Wow.
spelled with an X at the end of tracks.
Oh,
RIFFTRA.
That's a
I'd
trap.
never make it there now. My mind
trap.
can't make that jump.
Google will probably fix it for you. Just search
Yeah.
it there.
Are you looking for this?
Or
Are they on
Porn.
iTunes at all? Do you know?
I don't know. That's probably something
Everybody,
to check.
everybody
Isn't that
should-
something you should know?
No.
You're the Mac God.
Yeah, you're our token. Why do you think you're here?
I'm
Token
also
Mac-
really
token
poor.
Mac guy.
I'm in a couple of weeks. I'll have
can't
more
afford
money.
it.
I'll start buying.
Wait,
things.
how
Can't
can you be a
afford
Mac
iTunes?
guy and
Yeah.
be poor?
I'm that poor.
He's been on the
College
road.
loans, my
I
friend.
can't afford free software.
The electricity it costs to open the program. I imagine they have an iTunes thing.
What movies have they done that were actually you saw that you
The
thought
Matrix
were really
was
good?
the one I saw this week. That was hilarious.
So lots of new stuff, not just old movies. Like
they've done
Because they don't have to pay for the rights.
I believe
to me now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They started with Roadhouse,
Which I'm getting at tonight.
Point Break.
I used to spank to that one. as a
Oh,
kid.
Point
They're
Break.
covering
When
the
he's like
Swayze
nailing,
catalog.
yeah, he's
Well,
nailing the chick up against the wall. That was
I guess they
awesome.
started with Swayze and moved on to
Keanu.
because they've done a
Nice.
bunch of his movies.
Whoa.
Star Trek V, the pilot for Lost, which I intend on getting.
So is it
soon.
geared up as the same cast and everything, or
Yeah, it's
how's it?
Mike Nelson and Kevin
Murphy.
and then they just sit there and talk. It's pretty much just like watching.
It's like having Mike and
But it's not Captain Murphy.
he's dead. Rest in peace.
That's great, though. It gives you another reason to like pull down some of these dusty DVDs off your shelf that you might have. You can watch them again with this.
And I've noticed a lot of people online are putting the movies out for you to download and saying, "Here's the movie you need to watch. Go give Mike $3." So in case you are too embarrassed to go rent Roadhouse.
Why would you be embarrassed to rent Roadhouse?
Well, I wouldn't. I own
borrow it
Roadhouse.
from
So
me,
what am I
yeah.
saying?
I've got it
I
on
bought it for
multiple
like $5 out of the
formats.
Walmart bin.
Per se, though, they made a track for Roadhouse 2. I don't know if I have the
This is
cojones
nice.
to go buy Roadhouse 2.
Wow. Who's in Roadhouse too?
Was that
I
a
don't know, but I saw
direct-to-video?
it.
Kind of like Iron Eagle 5.
Casper
or-
Van Dien.
Castor Van Dien.
It's on the shelf at Walmart recently.
Wow.
Patrick Warburton in.
That would be the shit, man. I
probably
would
somebody-
see that.
Probably somebody's doing really good movies now.
Yeah.
Their early past.
It's like Brad Pitt, Roadhouse T.
I would just like everyone to note the look on Jimmy's face currently.
I'm really tired.
The look of disdain, and he's probably daydreaming about Hot Sawyer running through a field naked
With ponies
with ponies and glitter.
and rainbows.
Anyway, that's all I
He's
have.
going through a draw.
We can move on.
I think it's time to revitalize Jimmy.
Anyway,
Talk about E3.
No, I was thinking maybe we should do like a MSTK thing for this podcast and have like the behind the commentary, and you could buy that and listen to this and play at the same time. Like, this is where they mammal on. I wasn't really paying attention, but
We could just play an episode of Eureka.
I was rubbing myself under the
Wait, listen to
table. Fucking
There's not enough
Jimmy.
room.
E3.
So we had a light week, so we're gonna have like a massive video game because this week was all about.
That's what's heavy. It's not a light
The
week.
giant games festival.
Yes.
All right, now here's the thing.
Juggernaut.
So we're obviously not there, but we get all the reports that
That
we
it
usually
sucks.
get. No, I mean,
360.
are we really getting that much less news than we get from any other E3?
Yeah.
Really?
For me, yeah.
There's
Because
just not
I
booth
can't
babe
read.
shit.
No, because I can't read unfiltered gamers' opinions of things now. All I get is the PR spun, with the exception of a
But
few
people are getting
places.
their hands on. You
Yeah, but
read your
people are getting their
Kotakus, your
hands on whose
joysticks.
life is supported by these companies.
So they got to say something nice so they get the next
Generally,
invite. to the next-
generally, exactly.
Plus,
They're not going to say like, "Oh, this is bullshit. These guys suck."
But that's
Yeah, but
game
you're
journalism
also-
in general throughout the year
Exactly,
anyway.
exactly.
Well-
But E3 was the one time a year that you had like just unfiltered access of gamers to these games in advance.
Well, that's the
Unfiltered,
problem.
except for the hundreds and
God
hundreds of
damn it.
people online in front of them. Like, if you want your favorite game journalist that's unbiased to play the Wii and tell you what he thought about it, he had to wait a day to play it.
That's,
Yeah, but-
that's unfiltered.
that's just the last couple of years.
Yeah,
mean, I've been
I
to-
get all mine from Dave Howerson. He's fucking touching the pulse.
Yeah,
I've
fuck
been to
Dave
E3
Halverson.
in like 2000, 2001, and 2002, and there were no lines. Like there were lines, but it was 5-10 minutes. You wait and you play the game.
Yeah, I've been to 4 E3s and I loved it.
So what? It's now only for
it's-
industry, or
Yeah, it's
Well, that's the
invite
way it
only
was.
and it's smaller.
It was industry only before, but there were
wasn't really-
workarounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
workaround
think-
was you pay $300 and you get in.
Or actually, if you worked at any place that sold any video game related merchandise,
if you could-
worked at Walmart, that counted.
If you could credential yourself, and now with everybody and his uncle being a blogger or any jackal with a microphone putting out a podcast, I'm sorry.
Well, then you can get press passes. That's a whole other story.
Yeah. Now everybody's signing up for it. So I guess it was reaching critical mass, I guess.
No, I mean, it definitely was a whore of an event that was overblown. I'm just saying that's the part of it that I miss, was actually hearing what real people thought about these games.
Yeah,
not,
but then-
not what somebody whose bills are paid by these companies thinks about their games.
But then you're prone to their bias. If they didn't really like it, they're just gonna, crap all over it without actually giving you the meat,
I don't know. I'm not hearing too
Yeah,
much
but I'm just saying, like,
pure
the facts.
joy
Like,
over
the facts
some
get
games.
buried under their negativity.
All I see on most game news sites is press releases.
Yeah, all I've been
Just fucking
hearing is-
reworded press releases.
All right.
And then everybody's bitching about how they got to walk from hotel to hotel to see all this stuff, or they got to.
Let's get on to the
So
gaming
I'm
news.
not a fan. I'm not a fan of the new E3.
I don't
Not a fan,
care.
okay.
It's news. It's something. It's something.
Wow. Calm down there, Coach.
She just wants to talk about Mass Effect.
We'll
fuck
get there.
fuck Ass Effect.
We'll get there momentarily.
You
think
can
we're
leave
gonna
that till the end.
We're going to skip Mass Effect this week.
Okay. I'll just bother you every podcast. I'm here. Mass Effect. Oh yeah.
Sarah won't be back next week.
All right. I'm gonna go take a nap.
So anyway,
I like ponies.
Think later.
Go ahead,
I don't
Jeff.
know. There's still stories that are coming out that aren't
Jesus.
just press spin. Like everyone is so ho hum about the new PSP redesign because it really does look like too little, too late to help it compete
Yeah,
in the
but
market.
I don't fucking care about the
There's
PSP
that.
redesign.
Okay, yeah, okay, that.
I
nobody
care
really
about
seems
like
very
hands-on game impressions. That's what I care about.
There's still
All right.
that.
So what do you feel you're lacking? What game did you feel you didn't get an even?
All of them.
What are you most excited about in terms of the news coming up? What game did you want to hear the most about?
I wanted to hear more about Assassin's Creed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't really anything about that
Right.
game.
I think.
And it's supposed to be coming out this year too, right?
Yeah. I think because they were pushing it today. Maybe we just haven't heard it yet because they hadn't set up the meetings for that yet. But just before we set up the show, I did read an article or two.
I'm just saying
that they finally
prior
got
to
some
this.
hands-on. So,
It's just been really. Like,
I think actually,
not much.
I believe there's a video on Xbox Live now today, as of today. They're kind of filtering it out over the course of however many days, but I think that one hit today. So maybe we'll have some more info on that next week. It does look good though.
Yeah.
For what little I've seen, it pretty much all the screenshots we've seen kind of the same thing. He's just wandering through
Yeah.
people.
That's why I
doing
want
combos.
to actually hear like the problem
it's
is
going.
a lot of these press people have already been playing these games for months.
Or they've already had secret meetings about it.
Right.
a month
They've
ago.
already been like down to the studio to check it out and stuff. I want like bam.
I'm surprised
to
I
the
just
general
played it.
public.
Give me a
playing
release
these
date.
games.
But the
It is,
problem is
yeah.
that then you have the huge glut of people, and that just creates, what happened last time. We have so many people, you can't get them through. I mean, you can't really filter that. Either you do.
I don't
or
think
you
the
don't.
problem. I don't think the problem was getting people through. I think the problem is how much money the companies were spending.
That too.
I think it was both, yeah. Because
it's not
they're
making a
spending.
profit.
They were spending so much money to put on these shows that they had, and then at the same time had to compete with such a large field to get that attention. So you'd put so much money into this big display, and then the guy next to you would have a better one, and they'd get all the attention, and it'd feel like a waste. They felt their money was better spent having a focused thing at a later time of the year. That's just for that title or just their own events.
I think that the companies should have more, like the console companies, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, should put on more like regional open
Sega.
access game shows. I think we should have a Southwestern gathering of Microsoft.
like a game day. Kind
Right.
Of thing.
Sega.
There's supposed to be something in the works. It's like the Home Movie
Southeastern,
Corporation
I
or
should
something. They're trying to do some big video game thing. Which,
Isn't PAX
they're
trying
in
to
Vegas,
recreate
wherever
E3?
they have their.
Yeah, PAX is turning into like the gamers E3 basically.
So that might be the thing that you look
But I
forward
want more
to
like
most.
regional, localized.
That might
Kind of like the
be more
anime con
expensive,
circuit.
though.
PAX is even further away than we are right now. So.
Right.
What do you think about the anime con circuit? There are a ton of anime cons. There's not that many just like gaming cons.
Right.
And you think there'd be more gamers than anime fans, right?
There are.
There are.
So
But it's just hard to coordinate, getting companies in there and
Right.
having them show their wares.
But it seems like the major field of gaming companies in America are in California, so that's where they kind of flock to when they want to do it.
that's
They
kinda
don't-
true.
Like they did E3 in Atlanta. What year?
They did it for 3-4 years.
In a row, really?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
It was.
It was the idea didn't stick apparently.
It was
so-
basically in Atlanta until they moved it to LA.
Well, it was a space issue. I mean, it got so big they couldn't fit it there anymore.
And I think specifically the reason that it was in Atlanta was because it gave them access to people that couldn't normally make the trip out west to.
Yeah, because we got East Coast studios, but not as many of it. Yeah.
Most of the big industry conventions will change their area every couple of years or so.
Did they do Las Vegas one time?
I don't think E3 has now.
I think you're thinking
I'm thinking of
CES.
CES. I'm thinking of
CES.
CES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
nice.
always been Las Vegas.
Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like it's going to be a really good game. Cool.
Cess.
Says
what?
3.
Why don't we talk about their the press
Marketing.
conferences, like the main 3 press conferences? You had the Microsoft one, which basically they came out, toting how like their system, like there's 3 big major franchises according to them. You got Grand Theft Auto, Halo, and Madden. Which I almost can say we can all agree that those are probably the three big
That's
like
a big money.
yeah, like the money makers in the
Franchises,
industry.
yeah.
Those are them, and there's only one system this holiday season that has all three of those, which is conveniently the 360. So you have to admit, I mean, that's a pretty powerful.
It's a strong build.
Yeah, I mean, when you just step back and like acknowledge it, you're like, yeah. I mean, Grand Theft Auto's not coming to the Wii. Halo's not going to the PS3.
You're buying. You already admit you're buying 2 out of 3 of those.
Yeah.
So they
And
got
granted,
you.
we're all not Madden fans. Then they also
Madden.
the rumored 360 that was shown on the net before was missing when the press conference started, and then when it went on, they basically brought out the new Halo 3 Xbox 360, which apparently will have HDMI out like the Elite.
It's
but-
like the Elite, but not without a bigger hard drive.
But it has a 20 gig hard drive, and as people have been mentioning, they're not even sure you get the game with it. It might just be like a new skin with HDMI out.
But it's got orange tray doors.
Yeah. And there's no price confirmed either, so who knows if this is going to be like a straight up collectible thing where like people are going to shell out lots of money.
It's collectible. I mean, because it's Halo 3.
It'll be just like
Just like
Jeff's
the-
Halo Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
That's
shiny and
dead.
green.
Shiny
I remember
green.
how many people had to trade in theirs to get that the first Xbox Halo edition. So I'm
The
sure
green
this will
one?
go the same way with all the fanboys.
It looks pretty cool.
They won't have any trouble selling them.
But I mean, other than that, I think what else came from the Microsoft conference? I don't even remember. I think those were like the only two big things I can even remember.
Well,
They
do
showed
you
a
wanna
bunch of
cover
the
this game
live
news?
arcade
Yeah, we'll
games.
just cover the games on their own and
Yeah.
just move on to company to company.
I'm just saying live arcade games they showed.
Yeah, we'll go on to that too. 'Cause
Okay.
there's some more, but I think that's it in terms of.
That's what I'm saying. Microsoft
direct
was
news.
just like
they gave a price for their little keypad deal.
yeah,
which-
$20, which
Yeah, none of us usually use Messenger anyway,
no.
so
But
whatever.
well, I have to admit, I was like expecting some big blockbuster thing from these press releases, but I mean, really,
Well, I guess the biggest news was Sony's, and although kind of the wind was taken out of it by the fact that you saw the sale
Circuit
prices,
City.
yeah, by Circuit City, and
Circuit
the
City
fact
stole
that
my thunder.
the PS3 is $100 cheaper now.
which was their
Bill ain't cheap enough.
yeah. Well, the whole thing is like their big bombshell last year was how much it costs, and now it's basically now they've got rid of the 20 gig version, so now you basically have the 60 gig being the 20 gig, and now the 80 gig being the 60 gig.
And now,
Still too much money.
so it's going to be 60 gig for $499,
Yes.
and then an 80 gig bundle with MotorStorm for $599.
Yeah.
So, is it? Yeah. So Josh still saying too
Too
expensive.
Too fucking expensive for what you can play on it now.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole
I'm
problem
going to
too.
spend $500 to play 2 games.
And that's the whole thing too. Like their press conference, they had that, and then the new PSP, which apparently is slimmer. Woohoo! So it's a DS Lite. Apparently, it has video out, but I haven't.
Does it play better games?
No. Well, actually,
that's-
it's supposed to
that's
actually
fine.
it's supposed to actually load faster.
The only thing they could do that would make me want to get one is to have it play DS games.
Yeah, you might be able to. Homebrewers are pretty advanced now.
There you
That's
go.
true.
But
I can
apparently,
play DS games on my PSP. Maybe I'll
You
get
play
one.
DS games on your PC.
But apparently, it's supposed to have video out, which they haven't detailed how it does that. But that would be a good selling factor for me, depending on how it did it.
It should have been there at the beginning.
It should have been
and
there at the
that would've-
beginning.
That would have helped UMD.
Or should at least have connectivity. Like if you have a PS3 and you have a PSP, be able to play it on the TV.
Still, that video out means nothing to me.
But yeah, it means
Like,
nothing.
I have
now.
a DVD player.
It
Even back then, why would I buy a UMD and hook that up to my TV to watch it when I already have a DVD player hooked up to my TV?
And
No, it's
wait,
true.
wait till everybody sees the quality of those UMDs on the TV.
Right.
That's quality right there.
But then once again, that was it out of Sony's camp. I mean, there wasn't much else coming out of them, regardless.
So Sony sucks right now.
Well, people
No,
said
they-
they've
They
always.
really dropped the ball with their network because Xbox Live is just that much better.
Xbox Live is better.
And we'll get to that when we talk about all the
Sorry.
trailers and download shit. We'll get to.
I think just every machine that launched this generation launched a year too early. Because none of them had the games to support their initial year of launch.
Even the Xbox 360.
Yeah,
that
the
launched-
first year of the
It
360.
was Oblivion.
didn't
That was
have
it.
Right.
It wasn't until like Dead Rising and everything started rolling out that the
Which
360
was
became.
after it had been out for.
It,
And then
it
there's-
is now settled into its comfortable spot. It's
Right.
getting the games it needs now.
But every system launched a year too early.
So you're saying that the companies should at least get a good cadre of games before they consider releasing
You just
it.
have to have at least enough games to make the system worth buying to people besides those people that are going to buy it day one no matter what, you know?
Something other than EA games. EA Sports games, sorry.
So we got Nintendo, which I guess had the most announcements that people like bullet marked. I guess. I mean, you got Galaxy coming out when?
November 12th.
Woo!
That's
a system
If there's
seller.
a bundle,
Yeah.
that's a system seller for me.
Anytime there's a Mario game, you
If
can
they
have
even
everybody
have
freaking out
systems.
on it.
Aren't they always, saying now that we might not have enough? But
They
that's
don't need to
ridiculous.
bundle
I do have to admit, though, it is kind of ridiculous
ridiculous.
that it's almost been a year. We're like 3-4 months, and it's still ours. Like,
how's Christmas going to work?
hopefully they're just holding up, bundling them with Mario. It's like, we got the game, shrink wrap, and it goes out. Hopefully that's what they're waiting for.
Mom and your girlfriend are buying the systems. So
I bought my GameCube with a Mario game. I'll buy my Wii with a Mario game.
even Nintendo didn't think they were going to sell this much. They just don't know what to do.
So wait, if they don't ever do a bundle, you're not going to get a Wii?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I won't own a Wii until the day Mario's out.
If there's a bundle,
required.
And you
kudos.
hope there's a bundle for it.
And I hope there's a bundle.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Because that way you'll know the game will be on the shelf. There's no guarantee a fucking system's got to be there.
Right.
But if it's bundled, you're
well,
pretty
the
much going to
game's
get
definitely
the
going to be
game.
on the shelf if there aren't any systems available. Like, yay, I can buy Mario.
And then we had Super Smash Brothers,
Can't play it.
which is now
2008.
I thought
So
it was
you-
December.
No,
It's
they're saying
next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
I
scary
guess
thing is
give Mario
no
more time.
confirmation on online play,
Yeah, I don't think it's going to have online.
which is just
Metroid doesn't.
Metroid doesn't. If this doesn't, once again, those are two big balls to drop.
Yeah.
Two big balls to drop.
I think
They
if
just
anything's
Nintendo
gonna-
doesn't believe
You
in
said
online
two
play.
balls.
Two big balls
I mean, it's
to
just
drop.
See, coming from me, it sounds nice and professional, but once Kevin says it,
I think
Balls.
it's just a fundamental difference in the view
Yeah.
of gaming. That Nintendo doesn't believe that you should play with people online. They believe that you should have your friends come over to your house to play with you.
And
don't
bring
wanna
all their
play.
Wiimotes.
And I would like to say it
Get
for
off my
record that
lawn.
Sarah was the one that got on the big balls first.
Yeah.
Was she now?
Yes, I was.
Yes,
She was.
I can understand them, I guess, if I lie to myself that Metroid doesn't need to be online, but I hope to God
does
they...
need to be.
It does.
The fucking DS game, you could play multiplayer.
Yeah, but
Is it-
that was geared to be a multiplayer game, blah, blah, blah.
no, well,
It
does
doesn't
that even
have to be, but
does even
it could be
support
so much better if it was.
does even support
I know.
co-op? Is Prime 3 supposed to even have like
I
single
don't think
system
it's
co-op?
any multiplayer at all.
But the second one had co-op, at least, I think. Or at least some kind of multiplayer aspect to it.
Echoes? Did it?
Yeah, it did. My
Echo
brother
the
my brother
Dolphin?
was all about that.
So
Not Echo the Dolphin.
and then I
We'll
guess
get to that.
Echo
That's in
versus
the news.
Samus.
the next Nintendo thing, I guess Mario Kart, which we all knew was eventually going to come, will be coming next year
With a wheel.
with the wheel,
Sweet.
which will be coming with the the third party
With a
accessory
wheel that's just like a piece of plastic.
You
that's
know,
been
can
out
go
for
through your
like
TV?
since the game.
Will that have online play?
Apparently that will.
Okay.
I think I remember hearing that.
That's
will.
a game you'd want to have online
Maybe.
play for.
I'm sure it's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be really
like the GameCube
intuitive.
version's online play that users have to hack out of it.
I imagine it's going to work just like the DS version. Because I mean, the DS for the
Yeah.
cart works, but then the problem is,
Friend codes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I hate those
Yay.
things.
So,
God,
Yeah.
Nintendo, come on.
well, the thing is too, like friend codes. I mean, I'm probably not going to get one right off the bat. So who's you going to be your friends that are going to be playing with you that you know? Nobody.
there are a lot of places online where you can go and people trade
Like
friend codes
codes.
and stuff.
It's like
I have a bunch of people online
4XL,
that I have no fucking clue who they are at
798.
all.
That's cool.
But they're my friends,
99.
woo.
so terrible.
Maybe.
We exchange me.
both the Wii and the PS3. You got to look at Xbox Live for over a year. Like, how did you not go, wow, this really fucking works? This unified, friend system across all games that's the biggest innovation in gaming in the last 2 generations.
And they don't.
Definitely.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's innovation,
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's
it's
It is innovation. Having,
I've said it
having
before.
Having it be across every game system wide. The Xbox 360, every single game is live.
it's
aware.
evolved. I just think it's evolved multiplayer. That's it. It's not innovation.
Beyond
No,
that.
it's huge innovation.
how
They
are we
created a
getting-
community, not
to have it
just
so that I can be
a
playing.
network.
I can be playing some random game. Jeff can be playing some other random game. He can send me an invite to play that other game, and I can accept and start playing that
And
game.
then I can
Finally.
and then I can actually
Yeah.
view them playing the game together, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll play that game because I know
Since
two
they're
people.
both
Yeah.
playing.
And then I am in the other room playing World of
It's
Warcraft.
video game peer pressure. It
Yeah.
doesn't get better
Playing
than
a
that.
Like,
video-
how many times have we stared at each other playing a game, and you're like, I'm playing this game. Why don't you fucking come and play my game? Like,
Yeah.
you sit there when people
No.
log in and you wait to see what they're going to do.
They're like,
And
what
then-
the hell are you playing?
Yeah, and that's how you gauge what you
Can't
do that
believe you're
night. You're like,
playing
I
that.
could do this, but just playing Crackdown, so maybe I'll do Crackdown.
It's Microsoft's contribution to video games.
And now one cool thing, which I noticed that apparently Nintendo, of course, because they don't do anything online, the basically E3 bringing it home, which is 360 did
Basically.
last year, and the PS3 is doing it too. It's great. I mean, because basically day one, we've
Basically.
had majority of all the trailers
Mass
out
Effect.
from the expo,
Right.
which I loved because that way you get to see them, you get like the compilation ones.
And you get better than like your YouTube quality trailers.
Yeah,
You
because-
get a nice
Yeah, they get HD,
on your TV.
HD quality.
Now, one thing, like real quick, the Xbox is quicker service than PS3, hands down. Like, because, I mean, like, just loading stuff and just getting it, like, queued up and downloading. I don't know if it's because my router's set up a special way.
Right.
But the 360 just seems to have a more streamlined network to get me the
like I
stuff
said,
a whole lot quicker.
In the most recent update, I don't want to call it the spring update, but they said they tweaked that to make it even faster for downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even noticed it this morning. I downloaded the Ace Combat demo.
Yeah, it goes fast.
Jesus Christ, dude! It was like 5 minutes. It was
But
like
Well, but why do you think that is? Could it be because you're paying $50 a year to support a better fucking network?
Maybe.
Yeah, free networking's great until it sucks.
No, it really did
So
because...
somebody's got to pay the
Yeah.
bandwidth bill.
Well, the thing is, I queued them
Microsoft
both up,
can't
and
pay
then
the bill?
eventually when I saw the PS3 was a movie, I'm like, whatever, I'll turn the PS3 off, give the 360 up some more time. And I mean, the 360 downloaded like gigs of demos and trailers
I think your money is going somewhere. You know,
So that's good to know.
I would
Microsoft.
much rather pay $50 a year and get a better service.
And real quick, a real disappointing thing on the PS3 side, all the Xbox 360 trailers, usually you get two options with 360 trailers. You get like standard def and high def. All of them for E3 have been high def, correct? Like there hasn't been an
I don't
option.
have a
Like
360.
I don't have a high def TV. So
no, but you still get the
I
high.
just grab what they have.
But yeah,
but
but-
I usually grab the high def one. Yeah.
Yeah,
just 'cause,
so
in
because
theory, it'll
it
look
still
better.
plays.
Yeah.
I mean, it still plays. So I think all of them are high def. The PlayStations, I think they're all standard def because after watching a shit ton of 360 ones and watching some PSN ones on the network, they didn't look as good. Like I know the games are supposed to be that better looking, but they're not being portrayed like that. And I'm
I
like,
think
that's
that's
just
how they even were at the press releases. I've heard people complain that, like with the Metal Gear trailer that was shown at the PS3 conference, that it just didn't look as sharp as, the one you'd seen before.
so maybe they were just given not that better of a
And
quality.
and maybe they just don't want to pay for the bandwidth for you to download the
Well, that's the
high
problem
def.
too. Like the high def versions are literally twice the size. So that's why I was just
I
impressed.
paid for your monstrous console.
Yeah. Too much, apparently.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I want to do with the. It's like the only thing I want the console to do in
Can I
like
have
3
a
months, and
basically.
Basically.
But no, it was real funny that like literally 10 times more stuff I downloaded on the that 360 than I did the PS3. So we want to move on to some games and our impressions on the trailers
Yeah,
and
that might
whatnot.
be good,
Yeah.
What's
Actually,
up with this game
Mass
called
Effect.
Mass
Good,
Effect?
good
Mass
segue,
Effect.
actually. I figured I'd
Do you
take
want
off
me to
on
talk
your,
about this now, or are
before
you going to
get
wait
to
for
Mass
all these other
Defect.
games?
Okay.
You might want to leave the table.
Ass defect.
It's going to get ugly.
Go for it, Sarah.
What
That
do you want
game
me to
is
say?
already ugly. No.
Shut up. That was like the best thing at the Microsoft thing for myself. I mean, seeing more Mass Effect because they've just been quiet. At least they announced a release date of November for this game to come out. I mean,
So you're no longer scared of a 2008 release.
I was like, oh,
I'll be playing Mario.
whatever. Mario sucks. Oh, you gonna come over and hurt me?
Mario isn't a Halo ripoff.
But at least the Mass Effect trailer.
Oh.
And Halo isn't a ripoff of another sci-fi show.
But
That makes Mass Effect the second generation ripoff.
Everybody rips off of everybody. Just how you do it.
What did Mario rip off of?
Plumbers that
Donkey
go
Kong.
down the
Donkey Kong.
So Donkey Kong is the quintessential video game. That's what we've got coming out.
The alpha game.
It's the genesis of all.
And that's what you're wearing.
But
Holy shit!
awkward.
No, that's awesome. You're like,
I just grabbed the shirt.
I wore the yellow shirt.
I am God.
But the new Mass Effect trailer actually, I want to say, spoils the book a little bit. Like if you haven't read the book,
But
But the book spoils the game,
There's a
so.
book.
well, yeah, well the trailer talks about how the one alien guy basically kind of was like taking over.
Saren?
spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler. Well, if you've seen the trailer,
Basically.
If you can read, you don't listen to the show.
Uh-oh.
Geek, not geek.
Saren, is taking over the
Don't
Geth
make
and
it
using
pass
him
out.
to basically, do his own bidding and everything. And in the book, you meet up with him, and he kind of like you work with him on mission and everything. So he hasn't necessarily turned yet.
But then the whole point is just to see how he turns.
But now
It's
you
like
can.
Anakin. in
It's
the
just a prequel, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Metachlorians?
Phantom Menace and go, oh, spoilers.
But just I originally thought that you weren't going to know that he did that or that was going to happen until maybe towards the end of the game, and for them to throw that to you within the first 5 seconds of the trailer, I'm like, oh wow, so I guess there's going to be a lot more in the game. And you've actually been watching like videos of gameplay, right, Sarah?
I watched like the live demo where like the one of the presidents, the Dr. Greg, I don't remember his last
One
name.
of the BioWare folks.
Greg
but the
Gavigan?
president and the PR guy were talking and playing through the game like live on the show. Like it was just showing him like walking around in Normandy, going up to like people who are actually just doing things on a ship. Like one guy's repairing a console, another chick is looking up information.
And it looks good.
You can
Yeah.
chat them up.
Yeah, you can chat
What's
them up.
your
They
little-
didn't do it, but I
Oh.
mean, They have like their own lockers, whatever.
It's
that's
like Harvest Moon in space, kind of.
Well, the thing is, it look, now what you see does it look almost done with a November release date? That
Yeah, they say basically the game's done. They're just polishing it now.
Yeah.
Polishing it like a knob.
Are there any famous people in doing the voices?
You mean Keith David?
Keith David.
Keith David.
He is
Motherfucker.
hot.
Yeah.
He's a gargoyle.
He is.
He's the arbiter.
He is the arbiter.
He was also in Men at Work.
Okay.
and Saints Row.
Moving on.
That's right.
That's
right,
right.
motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah, good old Saints Row.
He was
Been a roll,
Spawn.
kid.
He was in Fried Green Tomatoes, too.
So yeah,
I don't think he really was.
He was.
He was the voice of the
That
tomato.
would be awesome, though.
let's go ahead and roll with the M games. Metal Gear Solid 4. All we got was a
gonna
trailer.
rock!
All we
Now-
got was a trailer.
So they're
That's
saying
the
now
fucking
it's
way.
exclusive. Not only is it Sony PS3
I don't
exclusive.
believe a fucking
If I
thing
call
that I
down.
see or read about that game.
But
I've seen trailers and heard shit for like 3 years now about that game. I'll
doesn't
believe it
exist.
when that game is on show.
But now here's the thing: the trailer did it kick
Duke
ass?
Nukem Forever.
Did the trailer kick ass? Like, if the trailer was a movie trailer, would it kick ass?
The trailer was just like every other trailer for the game. It wasn't a trailer for a game. It was like a little movie.
But was it a kick ass movie?
But
Well, we got to hear
it's
some
not
of the-
like a game thing.
Yeah.
It's like every year they throw together a new CGI movie and say, "Oh, someday Metal Gear 4
Well,
will
that's
be
one.
out."
That's one thing I am kind of
Here's what it
disappointed.
might look
I
like.
would like to actually see gameplay. At this point, we've seen like 3
Old
different
Snake.
fourth
And now,
trailers.
if you go back and like watch the original trailers, it doesn't even look like the same fucking thing. I don't think they know what they're doing. I think they like every month they're like, "Oh, we got to start making this fucking game. What can we put in the next trailer?"
Who's Raiden going to fight now? And it's going to look badass. No, I got to admit, the Raiden vamp fight was pretty cool.
Like, is that all in-game engine? Are we supposed to assume that's all?
That's what we're
That's-
supposed to.
I would
If
think
it's
so.
not, I'm just going to be
You're supposed to
disappointed.
assume that that's
Like
in-game engine,
Killzone?
just like Killzone. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't look.
And
It didn't
like
look so
everything
good
else.
that you couldn't believe it, like Killzone or the Motorstorm.
I'm just,
Okay, I can almost see it.
Or Motorstorm, which did look better in all the fucking
Because it's
movies than it actually
cars.
does. when
Or
it plays.
Bone Storm.
oh, god damn it.
But
Harvest Moon.
the good thing about the trailer at the end, simultaneous worldwide release in early 2008. So hopefully before March.
Early 2000s.
Well, they
They're
have
going to put it out on the shelf with Duke Nukem Forever.
There's like
Gone.
no game done. How is it going to come out in 2008?
But the cool thing is, I mean, if that does come out, is that going to be the first real game for the PS3?
Well, depending on what you call real. I mean,
If
some,
it's a
for some
game.
people,
If it's a
Motorstorm was a
game,
real
It's
game.
just going to be a fucking interactive movie. It's going to be like Dragon's Lair. It's going to be like, he's going to like jump on the mech and like the A button will flash and you hit it.
Do you want to snap his neck? Yeah, I'll snap his neck.
I'm just saying, by now, if you know that you don't like Metal Gear, you're not going to buy this game.
That's not the case because I do like Metal Gear.
But then you know what you're in for.
You never played through
Maybe.
Snake Eater,
You
though, did
know
you?
what you're in
No.
for.
I don't like Snake Eater wasn't a Metal Gear game.
Yeah.
Metal Gear isn't about being out in the fucking woods.
But it
and
worked
eating
incredibly
snakes.
well.
That's not a fucking Metal Gear game.
Doing
Metal
your
Gear's like in bases, crawling
See-
through fucking vent shafts.
Hiding in
and shit.
boxes.
You can
Killing
wrestle an
your dudes.
alligator. You can wrestle an alligator.
Put the
That's
alligator
not
hat
Metal
on.
Gear.
That's big boss.
I could see the argument with that, though. It's not like corporate espionage. It's like,
Right.
you know,
And
crocodile hunter.
I love the,
Now, granted, the first
fucking
one was
Kojima's
outdoors.
that's like, this is my last Metal Gear game. You said that last time. And the time before that.
This
You say that
decade.
every fucking time.
I guess, like I was
This
mentioning, maybe
decade-
that's his last one in the timeline. So he's just gonna start doing Metal Gears in between
think so.
3 and 4.
Metal Gear Raiden. It's coming.
But now,
Metal Gear Forever.
what I thought was really funny, because that trailer wasn't just another movie, no gameplay. The one trailer that showed gameplay, but I was kind of disappointed with because we've already seen the gameplay, was the Halo trailers. I mean, the problem is, like, when I have everything queued up on my 360, I have all the TGS and the past E3 trailer, and I watched them before, and those are like, they move you get,
But they're not game trailers.
but they're not game trailers.
Right. See, I was actually happy with the Halo 3 trailer because out of all the trailers I saw, that was the one that actually showed me a game.
Game, yeah.
It's not Mass Effect.
Yes, we know that, Sarah.
Did you watch
I mean,
those
you got-
on your
you got-
360, Josh?
Fuck you right in your ass.
Oh yeah,
I liked it.
So
I
yeah,
liked
no,
it.
real quick,
Every
let's get an
night.
update on Josh's Return 360.
I
Week-
haven't called it.
Week
yet.
week week
You're
number
so
2.
lazy.
Week number 2. I
Week
haven't
number
called
2.
it yet.
No
Lazy.
progress.
So when we hear that it takes 6 months, no,
No,
2
I'll
weeks.
tell you, like, the day that I call them, we'll start the counter there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So we're gonna have to
go
count-
Do it tomorrow.
to
I'll
buy
remind you.
one
It'll
before
do
he
this
gets his
weekend.
badge.
It'll happen at some point this weekend.
No, it
Okay.
won't.
All right, so back to Halo 3.
Okay.
And, like,
that's good.
I guess the thing about it is, like, I'm already going to miss the E3 trailers and stuff.
There's no
You're
rush.
gonna miss
My
Blue
rush
Dragon
for
at this
Blue
rate.
Dragon, I guess. But I can't afford to buy Blue Dragon anyway.
You can rent it
we'll
at
get to-
geekfly.com.
We'll get to that in a second. Okay, yes, Josh. The Halo 3.
It looked good. I have
That's
no.
what I
It was
thought.
cool, it was cool seeing the brute chopper in action.
Get the
seeing it
Arbiter a
drive
little
around.
bit.
Yeah,
How's he get it?
that's the first time
Keith
I've
David.
really noticed the Arbiter
Keith
in any of the
David.
footage.
Is he in
So you actually get to see
Well,
him
he's Arbiter.
interacting with the Master Chief.
So he's in.
So
Like,
that's cool.
You saw that Cortana's going through some shit.
Yeah.
well,
I was hoping, because I haven't finished the book yet, I was hoping to maybe get a glimpse of the Spartan 3s or
Where's your damn
something.
game books.
What?
I just don't understand.
I
You like
expanded
play it while you're
universes.
reading. You're like, yes, there, jump, punch.
No, but it'd be interesting to see because, I mean, in the book, there's a Spartan 3 program, so you get other Spartans coming in. So that'd be kind of cool to see. how
Now,
those-
are we going to get a crossover with Dead or Alive?
No.
That's what I was wondering
She shows
about
up
that
in a
too, but
bikini.
who knows?
Oh, my name's Nicole.
And then we also had the live action, the Weta workshop. They did a little.
The arms race
I
video.
thought, now, if that would have been a trailer for the movie, I would be like, eh. But I thought as like a side project
Yeah.
that they did on their own.
It was total
with, like,
fan
no
service.
financing or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
it's,
that, it was really impressive, I thought.
maybe it's what they started working on before the movie got canned.
That-
Like,
maybe
we
that-
already have it. We
well,
might
it
as
was
well
like-
make something with
It was like basically the best fan trailer ever made. I
Yeah.
thought. Like as a real trailer for a real movie, meh. But as a fan trailer, badass.
If like you did that in your free time, kudos to you.
Yeah.
It almost seems Kevin hasn't seen it yet, but it's almost it looks like it's inspired by the Aliens scene where they're loading up the drop ship, rolling out the tanks, getting all the geared up. It looks good. Looks cool
With the loaders?
with the Marines.
It was most likely made while they're testing new techniques for the. the
I'll watch
That's
it
what a lot of
tonight.
shorts get made for.
Well, I guess it was like after the thing got canceled, they made it as like a you're wrong. This is what
Trying
it could be.
but give us money,
It's so
please.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
But okay, let's move on to another game real quick. Just hot popcorn. Burnout Paradise. I didn't really see the trailers. We're kind of like the old trailers of cars driving around. I didn't actually see. I don't know.
Oh,
if
you
it-
didn't see some
I guess
crash
I
stuff?
guess I didn't see some trash.
Card
Latest
deformation.
ones.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Has that hit the web? And I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
haven't-
latest stuff is really crash heavy and it looks good.
It does.
When your car hits, yeah, it really bends up nicely and the windows blow out.
And this
Look
and this
really cool.
Burnout has a more free form. It's more basically like a city. You drive around, and basically your mission points are basically traffic lights. You
Basically.
stop, and it tells you what.
You can count how many times you said the word.
It's a drinking
basically.
game.
17
Yeah.
so far.
17.
Continue, Jimmy.
Well, no. So it's nice that you basically
nice.
once again. you
Now
bring
you're
it-
gonna be all
yeah, it's like-
self-conscious.
it's
You're gonna
like-
say it like 1,000 times.
It's my. It's the new the and
Basically.
Everybody stare at Jimmy.
Basically what it comes down to.
Or somebody else talk about it. Go. What do you know about it?
It looks good. I'm there. No,
Basically.
No, the comparison I make is that we also saw a nice trailer for Project Gotham Racing 4, and it looks good.
Which
but
has bikes.
In terms of an arcade racer, I think
Is that
my money's
motorcycles?
going to be on Burnout
Oh, cool.
Paradise.
The Burnout, the freeform mission points thing will depend on how quickly and easily you can access them. To me.
And hopefully-
because one of the things I loved about Burnout was just being able to throw it in and do one race.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm a huge like racing game fan, and it drives me nuts when I got to drive for like 3 hours into that
Just to
last
start a
checkpoint
race.
to finish the freaking game.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to have to spend 15 minutes just to get to a crash course. Or
And what do you think about? I guess the option's going to be there for to have 8 friends in the city with you doing missions at a time. I guess like server base or just hop in. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's
cool.
I mean,
Not co-op though. I mean, you're just.
Is there a new trailer?
how are you going to be co-oping?
It shows you their
There's some more
progress.
footage.
Well,
Yeah.
there's co-op in.
I mean, actually
Yeah.
crashing? I mean,
Yeah, but I'm saying you're basically
Okay.
racing against each other.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. So it'd be cool, like you basically race
Yeah.
around the whole town. But it'd be cool just to be driving around and see somebody else just come flying over a ramp and blowing
That'd
up
be cool.
stuff.
I thought the
Yeah.
like team versus thing was awesome in Burnout.
Oh, it was online. It was just
Yeah.
great. Now, once I passed on the the recent ones because the Paradise I figured was coming soon, and apparently,
This will be one of those games that you got to get right when it comes out.
Yeah.
So
And
the
every-
online community will be big then.
and everything with the 360, they said that everything they're showing should be coming out by the end of the year,
Yeah.
with some exceptions. But they said the majority will be coming out, so that's pretty cool.
It's going to be a busy end of the year with what we got all
It's-
coming out between
Yeah.
September, November,
Yeah.
December.
I don't have enough time.
Yeah. There goes the money. But Burnout Revenge, good. And I guess another game coming up for you two Call of Duty fans.
Call of Duty 4, yeah.
Duty
I'm pumped.
fan.
I don't know if I'm pumped.
I am. It looks good.
Mass
Now,
Effect.
I wanted.
So generic.
Yeah, the name. Yeah, well, let's get past that and look at the actual footage, and it looks really good.
It's not
I
World
think
War
they're
II.
going to make a better Battlefield 2 than
Yes,
Battlefield
I'm just
3
not as
could
big
be.
of a like current modern warfare game.
Okay.
fan. It's just not.
You don't like the idea of your clip
But-
holding like 96 rounds as opposed to like 15?
Yeah.
But you like Call of Duty 1 and 2, or at least 2 you played, I know. And
That's not
it had,
modern.
like the cool, but I mean, it had the elements that it had, and
Yeah.
like the cinematic things going on. You feel like you're in a real battle. It's not just you fighting a bunch of people. You feel like you're in an actual battle with shit going on around you. They said they're really bringing that.
Like presentation-wise, the Call of Duty series has like been the bar.
I just don't. I just for some reason I can get into the whole World War II thing more. I think just because
Oh, you would never.
I think just
But-
because like Nazis are such a like iconic enemy.
Russians don't do it for you.
Well, you played as Russians, and Russians were.
But I'm saying
our
this.
allies
But I'm saying this.
in
But I'm
World War
saying,
II.
but I'm saying this one is apparently looks like you're going after Russians.
Right. It's just there's something about that World War II that it was like the last great war. You knew there was like good guys and bad guys. You know that for me that's easier to get into. I guess
Korea.
Their ideology wasn't too kind of muffled where you could almost sympathize with them. You're like, no, I can't.
So
You're
you don't
definitely
like
bad.
gray area. You just like if it's a defined.
If they,
It's not even as much.
if they had fangs, maybe. If the Russians had fangs.
If they were
Here's the thing.
vampire Russians.
But if they
Basically-
were making Call of Duty 4 and it was just more World War II, would you just saying, "Oh, great, it's another World War II shooter"?
Yeah, probably.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way they could have won with this with me.
But isn't there already one coming out?
It could have been the Revolutionary War, and you had like fucking front-loading muskets.
Oh, that'd be
That would have been
awesome.
awesome.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Tap A. You're like, come on.
apparently EA didn't get the memo because they're making another Medal of Honor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm just like clicking past that. Like, no, that's okay.
I want like a good World War I game with like trench warfare. And
When has EA ever
Gas
gotten a memo?
people? Hell yeah. You find the dead, claw their eyes out to get away from the gas.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I want.
It has. They're touting it as having anti-teabag technology. Have you read about this?
What?
If when you're playing in multiplayer and somebody comes up to teabag you, you have the option of
Stabbing them.
no,
Biting their
grenading.
crotch?
Oh, nice.
Rolling a grenade out from your dead body and blowing the shit out of them.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
That is. Except that, like, are you going to do that when they come to pick up your gun that you just dropped?
Whatever. Whatevs.
You get nothing.
Maybe it'll be like a delay time or something. I'm pretty sure they get that figured out. They got tolerances and shit working on that.
Yeah.
Teabagging is part of first-person shooters. It's a feature that should be on the front of the box.
They're taking
now
it
with
away.
more teabagging.
It's kind of like Burnout though. When you
Teabag
die,
the
you can
game.
take them with you. You can hit the
Yeah.
fucking
Ignite.
button and crash out and blow up.
I guess a good thing for all of our Wii fans, as we mentioned before, Super Mario Galaxy. We got some trailers and some pictures, and
It looks amazing.
some people got some hands on.
We got some B suit. What do you think
I
of
mean,
B-suit?
it's basically what the Wii was designed for. Because with that art style, you don't need like super high res, high definition.
You don't really need
realism.
camera
You need a
angles. I mean, you
GameCube?
kind of got it there.
Looks good.
No, I think. I mean, it's like with not to bring up World of Warcraft, but it's like with
But you
World of
did.
Warcraft where it doesn't have to have super high res, high model, high poly characters.
Yeah, as long as your art
because
design's
they've
there.
got great art design and art direction.
And you can kill people.
But definitely, I mean, is that like a no-brainer for you, Josh?
Yeah, it's Mario.
Even if there's no system, you're just gonna
Yeah.
get the
I
game.
mean,
you
even
got the
like
game.
Sunshine was flawed, and it was still better than any platformer released that generation.
Rob, you got the Wii. You're the only Wii owner here.
I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm with him. It's a Mario game, so I'll like.
Oh, you're so brainwashed.
There's
not
a difference between
brainwashed.
brainwashed and a bunch of good fucking games.
Said the man
Like,
wearing a Donkey
It's
Kong
having a
shirt.
good track record.
And we're not talking about like spin-off games made by other companies. We're talking about like Miyamoto Mario games. Has there ever been a bad one?
No.
Sunshine.
No,
It wasn't a bad game.
Sunshine. I obsessively collected shines so that I could have more shines than the guys I worked with. that game I probably played more than any other Mario game.
I'm not.
I
I can't win against the Wii
the like
fanboy.
pachinko-ish level. God, that was such a pain in the ass.
If you're gonna be started, I'm gonna complain about Yoshi.
No.
No. But no, for me, if they actually becomes bundled like Josh was mentioning before, I would probably pick up the system. If it's like under 200 and it has Mario bundled, that would sell it.
I mean, I think the thing about it is you're going to get the ultimate experience with it because this is basically the game
Wii
that the
game.
system was designed for. I mean, Miyamoto came up with the controls based on his vision of a game, and this is that game.
So it's just for one game.
Probably.
It might as well be for Mario. That's one game that I'll pay
Most people-
$300 to play.
Most people bought it because
Wow.
of Wii Sports,
Jesus,
and
man.
that was like a quarter of a game. So
Or Zelda,
Did
which was
Italian?
already another
Well, it's
game.
kind of like Mario 64. It was worth the price of admission to get your N64, even if you got nothing else.
Right.
Just to play that.
I
And
didn't
then,
like that.
thankfully, Ocarina of
Highlight
Time came
games.
out and made you even happier.
Sunshine sold a lot of
Star Fox
GameCubes.
64.
And for some reason, Jeff has lost Odyssey on this list.
Why? What is the problem with that?
I liked it.
I haven't looked at any of the footage for it until
I think
last
it looks
night. until
better
they
every
posted
time they
some.
show it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
have to
but
agree
for
with
some
that.
reason, it still doesn't pop for me. I don't know what it is.
Oh, whatever. Go die.
It's Sakaguchi. Aren't you like in your genes as a Final Fantasy
The
fan.
gooch.
It
You
shows-
just feel his mustache tickling your balls when you watch
every
that.
time.
I don't know. For some reason, it reminds me of 11 way too much, and I don't have
What?
fond memories of
How does that
11.
remind you of 11?
Just because I'm stupid.
That's the truth.
Reminds me of cotton candy. I don't know why. You know cotton
And
candy?
popsicles.
But what'd you like about it? I mean, did you like...
It had neat, like the monster design was pretty cool looking. I mean, it really
It
it
seems
did
like a
feel like
3D
a Final
story.
Fantasy style, but I almost more manly.
When they're
The
making-
male lead didn't look totally effeminate.
He's making it specifically to appeal to Western audiences, right?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like a really Japanese Western RPG.
Right. I think that's where he's going with it.
Yeah.
He wants a game that we'll buy and play.
Because the first time I watched it, I was like, "Who's Miss Walker again?" I forgot that was his company, is the side
You
company.
forgot.
Well,
Nah.
am I the devoted
He's
Final
not,
Fantasy
yeah.
fan here
You don't have to be a devoted Final Fantasy fan, just an RPG
to
fan.
know what his side project is?
I mean, Nobu's on that too. How? It's like it's the power.
Which I guess kind of brings us to the other Miss Walker project that actually had a demo.
The Blue Dragon.
The Blue Dragon.
Yep.
What happened to that other one? We had another game.
Ash? Was that a DS game?
Not like White something.
But isn't that
White Knight?
level 5?
Was that
Level 5, that's PS3.
Okay.
White Slave.
White Knight.
No, you're right.
Oh
You're right.
yeah, that's
They
right.
didn't show, that didn't get shown this time.
Yeah,
That hasn't been
everything.
shown in like a year.
Yeah,
TGS.
I think it was sometime last year. We got something
That's
on
the
it. People were
problem.
bubbling
PS3
about
doesn't
it.
have anything like right now other than like Final Fantasy 13's
And Metal Gear.
Gaming.
That's it.
Heavenly Sword. That's like,
Yeah, that's not an RPG.
No, but I mean just in terms of what they always show off for the system.
But it's like, where's the game already? You keep showing it, and like, how many
Basically
times?
just got a war with Chick.
I'm just saying, how many times did she
Seems
like
like it.
change her look? She's like changed her
Yeah.
look like 5 times now.
Yeah, she went from like realistic looking to now she's much more
No, I think she went from like anime-ish to more
realistic now to more.
I don't know what she looks like now.
Cartoon.
cartoony
Reeling it
now.
back a
Oh,
little.
good grief! Just leave
But
this
the Blue Dragon demo, Jeff, you played it, right?
Yep.
And I've played it. What'd you think?
I'm gonna play
They
it.
kind of drop. You don't get a sense of the story.
They
but-
dropped, for me, it almost felt like a spoiler. Like, they seem to drop you, from what I perceive, like 3/4 into the story. Because you're, like, taking on bosses, and it's like, we defeated you, and blah, blah, resurrected me. You have to fight my minions again. They're like, oh, no.
I'm gonna laugh when that's the beginning of the game.
If it is the beginning of the game, great.
I mean, it's like you get. I guess they wanted to show you like the depth of how many spells and abilities.
Because
and
they
all
give
the
you
charge
they,
abilities.
they
you
give
get.
you the whole kit and caboodle right off the bat, and I'm like, for some reason in the demo that really just
It's almost kind of overwhelming.
12 did that.
did it.
12 had, it had like 2 different scenarios.
Well, I mean,
remember,
it's
and
similar to the.
You got summoned. Like, how long did you have to play the fucking game to get summoned?
Summons.
But how often do you actually use summons within the real game?
it's
didn't.
Probably more than the demo.
the demo is actually similar to the Rogue Galaxy demo, where you get basically 2 scenarios that are pretty deep into it. Where
I
you
like-
get to try out different things.
I like 8 because it was like the demo was like, it was almost like they built that part of the game
Just for the demo.
to be a demo for the game.
It
That was the
was.
opening.
Remember, it's like
Yeah.
everything changed. Even like the theme song
Yeah.
was changed. It was so awesome.
And actually, it's funny because the music for playing Blue Dragon, like, of course, because the composer, it sounded very it sounded very 7-ish. As I'm just like walking around, I'm like, am I in the
You
bombing
mean very
mission? Am I
Final
running
Fantasy-ish?
this again?
And then we get
Not
in the boss
sudden.
battle.
No,
You get a vocal.
Basically.
You got a rock and vocal track that loops.
a horrible like it's like basically when you're fighting a boss, you get like
Is it like delay?
It's like the battle has just started and you're doing so well. I'm like, what the hell? And it's like the thing is the song's not like a One Wing Angel where it's 7 minutes, so that's the battle. It's like a minute and a half. So these
just
battles,
starts over.
so it just recycles it over and over again.
Maybe the battle's only supposed to be a minute and a half long, and you just suck.
Maybe. That and I was hopefully this is just a demo.
Just real quick, it was like the Road Galaxy demo where like you couldn't beat the boss. He kept just fucking wiping you every time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Actually,
like,
the
No,
game
this
itself
one-
was like that, though. If you weren't prepared,
Yeah,
like really,
Rogue
really,
Galaxy
really
would
prepared,
throw you
that
down.
boss would eat you.
But,
eat you.
But no, it was just really weird. Like when I was looking at the options, I didn't see an option to change the voice. Now, granted, it was just a demo.
I think it's just because it's a demo.
Demo.
Isn't that one of the selling points of the game that they've been saying is that it's going to have both Japanese and
I don't
English?
remember.
Yeah, it did.
yeah.
Unless
Okay.
they've changed
Well,
it.
That's
recently.
like one of the selling
Okay, well, I'm hoping it definitely does.
that and Eternal Sonata both, right? It's like the big.
I'm not sure about Eternal, but I'm pretty sure. But I mean, it still had pretty good voice
I
acting.
thought that was like the big thing. Was they were like, why do we need Blu-ray when we can fit fucking 2 tracks on one regular DVD?
Okay, well, I hope
Take
they
that,
do it.
Sony.
I hope they do it because, like, Jeff, what do you think about the English voice acting? Kids sounded like
It
they were
was okay. Yeah,
they
they
were
were
like
They
30.
were squeaky, but yeah, I mean, like mainly the little short dude.
Like whenever he
kind of
did his
annoying.
like tension
That's
break, he's
right.
like, "Yay, I'm gonna get you!" Ha, blah, blah, blah.
No, it's okay.
It's
Yeah.
going to be just as fucking annoying. You just won't be able to understand. What
I'm
they're saying
so
and
much
realize.
happier with that though.
It's going to be like, hey,
Yeah, but at least be inflected better. At least someone would care that they're playing this voice, not like, I
Like they
gotta be a
think they
kid
care.
today. Huh.
In a true Final Fantasy style, you get the big theatrical, like, cinematic abilities and summons going off, and they look cool.
No, it
but
definitely
it's almost
looks-
like, okay, I'm tired of seeing this now.
Yeah,
That's something you're going to get tired of, maybe. Skip past
You can
this.
turn them off.
I see getting the instructions
neat?
and getting a better idea of how a gameplay mechanic would be better. Like the demo just seemed to throw you too deep and too quick. But,
But
you
did
know,
you try the other one?
No, I didn't.
Which one did you do?
I just did the first one, first selection, where you fight the big mechanical
Okay,
guy.
so the second one might
big
be
dude.
a bit different.
yeah, so we don't know.
Maybe. They
Yeah.
should have made it, if it was easier, they should have made it the first selection. Oh,
Moving on.
I missed like the Final Fantasy VII demo. You start at the very beginning, so you get a feel for what's going on in the story, and that kind of grabs you. It was
I don't
like
think I
an
ever
RPG,
played
it
the
was like a
Final
story
Fantasy
should
VII
grab
demo.
you.
The
Really?
fuck?
You never
But
played
that was like
that was
because
before his time.
that was like my first PlayStation game. So that was my first
To wall
PlayStation
number
game.
one.
Yeah.
Remember getting like to wall number one and like first you played the 7 demo, then you put into wall number one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then never fucking played it again. You were like, I'm gonna play the 7 demo again. This game sucks.
No, so that's basically.
So wall number 2 kicked ass. The wall number 1 was just fucking terrible.
Actually, I think I could get a copy of Tobal 2 with English translation,
Nice.
Hardcore.
if you're interested.
But
I've already got to wall
in
2.
other
Yeah.
Actually,
That's true, he
someone's
does.
actually went and translated everything.
That's crazy.
in other Xbox Live demos, and I want to bring up real quick. So far, the PlayStation Network, no real demos, all trailers. Let
Shitty.
you know. Yeah, that's shitty. But okay,
That's
so
Sony.
That's Sony. Yeah.
Sony
How-
equals shitty.
Hey, but how about the Wii? Got
just turning
nothing.
into
So at least
shitty.
they're like,
Yeah, that's true.
They're playing a solid 2 this season.
That's what they're like, look, we're better than those guys.
But
But we're not going to give you any demos or anything.
the other
cool.
demo that came out was for the Ace Combat 6, which Jeff just loves the
Oh,
out of.
so
Oh,
fucking
you
good.
loved it?
It's good. It's basically it's everything it needs to be and nothing it's not. They didn't change the formula. Ace Combat was already fun. The mechanics, the flight mechanics have worked out good. It's basically with better graphics, and they're going to be introducing online play. In this demo, you only get single player, but the graphics are great. It's not just shinier, but there's lots of effects going on.
Better draw distance.
Yeah, better draw
Oh, yeah.
distance. When you shoot down shit, it doesn't just blow up. It shards into pieces, and shit rains down
It
with
starts like,
smoky
it's
pieces.
like nose diving towards the
They'll-
ground and blowing up.
Yeah, sometimes they'll go splashing down. They'll go down on fire the whole way, and the contrails from the missiles you fire stay around. Smoke from things you blow up stay around. So the longer the fight goes, the shittier the battlefield looks, and it looks cool. You're
And-
flying around, and you just see wisps of contrails all around from missiles previously fired.
And if you shoot a missile at another jet from about 8 feet away, you blow up as well.
Well, the cool thing is too, if you hold down like the missile button, you basically do missile cam to where like the camera sticks with the missile behind it and follows it to the craft.
Yeah.
That is really cool because you just basically zoom up on it. I was
That
impressed
was
with
in
it.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, it was.
It's not exactly new technology.
No, but it's cool looking at how
It was actually in Ace Combat 4.
Yeah,
I also
but-
like the.
But I mean, it's good that it's still there. Again, don't change that. That's great. I love that.
Remember Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1? So like fucking rockets, and you
Check in.
fucking like rocket someone from across the map.
go after the president guy. You're like,
Boom. But no, it looks really good. And two, the way, especially in the demo level that they give you, there's so much shit going around. And they said they've designed it to have like a dynamic battle system where there's multiple objectives going on simultaneously that you can engage in. You have your choice on how you want the level to go. So you can look around and see ground troops fighting. You can go support them.
You go after the
You can
tanks
see
or
other
choppers or
your
whatnot.
buddies getting attacked by planes. Go in and fly cover for them. Shoot down choppers that are invading. That's what I did.
the
I love
music,
shooting down choppers.
the music kicks ass too. The music's actually really good when you're
Yeah.
flying around and stuff.
like the system seller for me for it is how is it going to do its online play? Can we make a Geek Not Geek squad and go against other squads?
Be the
And
shit.
that's what I've heard. Is
We can't.
apparently
Josh can't.
That's the reason why they shifted from, because it used to be a pretty much PlayStation exclusive franchise.
Yeah.
And going to Xbox 4 Live. So, and they said basically right now they're doing 16-player online battles, but they've gotten up to
Wow.
32, and they're aiming to 32-player battles.
Wow.
Nice.
That'd be
So if
sick.
they can pull it off, that'll be sick.
But the whole thing is, I hope it's not just. Deathmatch would be great and all, but I would love to have the Chrome
I
House
think though,
aspect.
if they're like specifically coming for Xbox Live, they've got those bigger features in mind.
if we can do like
Airspace
Squad
control.
Squads, yeah.
Customize your jet. and stuff.
maybe like
That'd be
team
cool.
games, like you got to not just shoot down everybody, but maybe attack their base,
Control.
fight for their base.
So hopefully it has a lot of options and promise. I mean, should be coming out this year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you can do insane customizations, Rob will make his Roy Fokker Veritech fighter.
Fokker.
yeah, basically rip it off from Halo, give you like custom logo you can slap on the side of your plane.
So my planes can match my robots from the game I can't think of suddenly.
Okay,
Very well
Anyway,
done,
it
Rob.
wasn't
put
fun.
Rob back in his coma.
This is why we're not gonna transition you anymore.
But it's good. I'm going to play the demo again tonight. It's that fun. It's got like Electrosphere when that one came out for Ace Combat 3. I played the shit out of that demo.
What's that shooter on the PS3? That looked good. The download one for like
I've yet to,
Geometry Wars meets Rez meets
something else.
something else.
I've yet to
Shit,
look
what was
at it.
called?
It's called like something shooter or something, right? Like shooter in the name of it.
Yeah, it's like something shooter.
Yeah. People were saying it's like Geometry Wars, but better.
The problem with
Actually,
all,
it turns out to be
What are
better.
you talking about?
but the
It's
problem
driving me
with
nuts.
once again the problem with the whole PSN thing, all their like arcade games and all shit like that, no free trials.
Yeah.
It's basically you pay $8-10, and it's like, you know
Hope
what?
it's good.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I mean, it's just like the virtual console doesn't have demos either, but you're paying a lot more for PSN stuff.
Right.
And speaking of like virtual consoles and Xbox Live arcade stuff, we got a nice little like montage of like live games and stuff.
Dude, I just read that. Fucking Echo the Dolphin.
Yep.
That's one of the greatest
That was-
games
that was-
ever.
that was great.
I love that
It's a
game.
fucking terrible game.
It's awesome.
I come home yesterday and it's like Christmas Day because you got all these E3 videos to download on the
Like
360, and plus we got the first two of Sega's vintage line, Golden Axe and the first Sonic,
Golden Axe
for only
fucking
400
rocks.
points each. So, not
So if
terrible.
you haven't already bought these on the multiple times they've been
Yeah.
released on compilation discs for the 3 other systems you own,
But I want them in my arcade because I
Yeah.
live by my 360 now. I turn that bitch on and I have
got a
like
red
14
ring.
arcade
Haha.
games.
I'm cool with playing just the
I
demo
guess so.
levels of them, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
But with
I'm definitely gonna get Golden Axe though because my 7-year-old will tear that up. He loves playing the Ninja Turtle arcade game
Over
that
and
I
over
got on
again.
the. So yeah, he'll enjoy that too.
but with the,
Has he beat it yet?
No, he's not that good. He's only 7. It's a hard game. You have to continue a lot on that one.
He's not Asian.
Plus, he's Jeff's kid.
Yeah, a little slow.
but in the montage we got glimpses of some really cool games like Bomberman coming to Xbox Live, like real Bomberman,
Yeah.
not crap Bomberman.
Yeah, that looks good.
Like Bomberman
Real
Zero.
bomber, man.
Yeah,
Undertow
no, me
looks
too.
cool.
Undertow looks cool. Using,
Was it
Camel
Switch, was
Toe.
it Switchball?
Switchball, which is kind of like a Rumble Madness type thing.
Yeah. We get a little snippet of Super Puzzle Fighter 2. Turbo
Yeah.
remix.
Yeah.
I was hoping for the HD
They don't.
one.
They don't show the actual Street Fighter, the HD one. They don't show
Yeah,
any of
I was
that,
hoping.
unfortunately.
Fuckers.
Was there any space draft?
Yes,
Yeah, there was.
Yes, they showed that
There's
too. That looks cool.
E3. The
It's like
every
it's like
extend-
Tempest on crack.
Every extend extra.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
showed that as
Right.
well. What was I forgot the name of it? What was the name of the one that's like an actual 3D with robots battling?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. God damn it.
Way to go.
But it didn't look like a. I
Why
mean,
didn't we
it didn't look like an
listen?
arcade game. It looked like an actual release game.
Yeah, that was
wasn't.
weird.
It was a 3D with robots running around, almost like Mech Warrior looking.
Oh my
Like a
god.
soul.
And there was also a beautiful Katamari.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was,
Which is
but
funny
that's not
because-
an Xbox Live game.
We're not on the arcade. Yeah, we'll get to
Oh,
that.
is that a regular game?
Yeah. Yes.
Didn't they come out and say
Yes.
that?
Oh, I
That's
thought it
regular.
was going to be just downloaded.
But it was
No, no, no.
featured within their
It's a full-on
Xbox
game.
Live montage.
Okay.
Well,
which-
no. It wasn't. There's two
Gonna need a
montages. There's a general
montage.
console montage, and then there's
There's
a
Xbox
arcade montage.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but in the arcade one, they didn't have beautiful Katamari in
No,
there.
it didn't have that.
Okay, so I'm just retarded. It's
All
not
right,
good.
we'll get to that in a second.
Hexus 2.
Hexus 2.
Haha.
Basic 2.
Yeah.
You're going to get a 360, Josh?
Somebody's going to be all about that, Josh.
Yeah.
I'll get
My
that.
wife will tear that up.
And
Rams.
they also had a Tetris too.
Yeah,
Tetris
another
Splash.
What's Hexic?
Tetris.
The thing that comes on every single 360.
Never played
And Puzzle Quest, the game we've been
Puzzle
waiting
Quest,
for.
Yes.
Yes,
We're
that
waiting for it
looks
to come out on
awesome.
PC because I'm probably not going to get the 360 version.
I want the PC version.
Puzzle gay.
Oh, shush.
It was such a fad. You guys don't play it anymore.
That's because we're waiting for this
Because
360
playing
version.
DS is painful
Online
after
play?
a while.
I want to do. Well, the problem was I couldn't
Ooh,
play
a
against
PC.
Jimmy
Looks
and
like
Sarah
it was like a
because they were
solid
too good.
like week of like Puzzle Quest.
Puzzle
Let's play Puzzle Quest.
Were you playing at lunch?
Away.
But then we
And
kept
then
beating
it was
Jeff. I'm like,
blind.
this is
Yeah.
like I would just not do
It
anything
was-
to see what he could do.
It was pointless because they were such higher level than me. Like I just needed to play more, and I never caught up. So then I heard it's coming out for the 360. I'll just wait for then.
But no, it was funny. Like before, just watching all the trailers and stuff, like watching Beautiful Katamari pop up, and it's not a high def game whatsoever. And granted, it looks a little bit more polished, but it's like out of all the games, you can definitely tell that's not like an HD game.
Well, I don't. I mean,
But
is
does it
that
matter?
just a choice in its style?
no, that's a choice. In
it's
no,
art
it's the art
It
style
It
and
looks
everything.
cleaner, though. I
looks
mean,
like-
the textures do look sharper.
Just like the PS2 game didn't look like.
I mean,
Sharp.
it's basically what it needs to be.
No, I know, but it was just funny in
fans
contrast
of
to
that, of
everything.
that game aren't going to be like these graphics suck.
No, but just in in contrast, it was just funny seeing the high def, you know,
And then
PS2.
flat shaded
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
Kind of little buildings.
But no,
and
I'm excited about
Yeah.
that because we all love the Katamari.
Right. I'm glad it's not like fucking Gears of War looking, like all sepia tones and fucking. Where he's like rolling over destroyed
awesome.
buildings and shit.
Bloom effect everywhere.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic.
You have to hit the right button and make your ball roll the right way. I like balls.
Crazy.
And I guess we got the big thing, which is coming out on all the systems, which I'm still all basically excited about, is Rock Band.
Oh God, here we go again.
I think we've covered it enough.
No, we haven't covered it enough.
Because there's some news.
We got some new news because apparently
track lists.
we got some track lists.
What beyond track list?
Some tracks.
Yeah.
Give it, Jeff.
Okay.
Give some highlights real quick because I can't read,
The good shit.
and then I can criticize
We got
with
some
you.
Nirvana, some Weezer, some
Blue
Stone
Oyster
Temple
Cult.
Pilots, Metallica,
Jovi.
and I guess the big news is that we're going to be getting full album downloads.
Yeah, apparently they're going to have content after Rock Band releases every single week. I want to say Xbox Live Arcade style. They're going to have packs. So, which makes me wonder that they just have a huge shit ton of stuff, and they're just wasting it, the licensing and everything done, and they're just going to
I don't
trickle
think
them out.
they're even waiting to get the licensing done. It's fucking MTV.
So
I
you-
think
If
it's
they,
like
if they've
they're
got
just gonna-
Metallica's
yeah, they're
license
just
to
gonna
do
roll
it,
shit
it's
out.
on.
So you think right now they just have a huge catalog?
Yeah, MTV is a company that artists don't say no to.
They own the music industry,
Right,
pretty
because
much.
they can pretty much be like, do you want your next album to sell well? Okay, then we'll put you on MTV. But all your songs go in this game.
So hopefully,
Okay.
so do you honestly believe they'll be able to give us basically like song tracks
Whatever
every
they
single
want.
week?
I believe that they'll put whatever they want into the
Basically.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hoping basically the songs that we got here, it holds true for Metallica that while you're going to have one song from them on your game disc, you're going to be able to get full albums. I hope the same is true. I'd like to be able to get more Pearl Jam,
No,
more
here's,
Rush.
Now here's the whole thing. I maybe
Yeah.
the current Guitar Hero price scheme. I can almost validate that for the 360 version. For the
I think
Rock
it'll be-
Band.
I think it'll be cheaper. Rock Band will
You think it'll be cheaper? But I'm saying I can understand it being the same just because it's three different. It's not just the guitar now. It's going to be having the drum.
I think it'll be cheaper.
So that'd be cool.
I think
Because
they're
I
gonna
don't think
compete with them.
MTV's... Well, and I don't think MTV is going to pay as much for licensing as...
I think it's strong arm them better than
Guitar
just
Hero, yeah.
Activision can.
So we can get like full albums for hopefully. What would you pay for a full album? $10?
When I think MTV... Because MTV has really
Probably
positioned
what a
themselves
CD
with this,
costs.
is that, like, this is the new music. Like they said, and like music videos
Britney
were that
Spears.
evolution from like the radio and
So this is the next
tapes and
step.
stuff. And they think that this interactive music is the next step.
Well, definitely. I
beyond
mean,
that.
if your fans can actually play the songs,
Well,
of
and
course.
so if they go to bands and they're like, we're not going to pay you for licensing, but we're going to expose your music to this whole,
Demographic
new
of people.
audience and demographic.
Because they'll make more money off having that music in the game.
Well, that too, and it's like people get really interested in it. They'll go to the concerts, and that's where they make their money.
Right.
I think,
Yeah.
I think that MTV will, if they're smart, songs will be cheaper because they'll want to get stuff out. And because it's MTV, I think you're going to get things that are like this, hot buzz clip pack is free this
Right.
week and stuff like
Well, that would
that.
definitely be
most
cool.
likely.
Well,
Yeah.
and plus, they're going to have such a giant catalog. It's not going to be like, well, we have just these titles.
Right.
We got to charge a ton of money and make them last.
Right.
They're going to have so much shit. It's like they'll be able to dump a dirt fucking
Be nice if
cheap.
they
I
roll
think they're
back
going to
and-
use it more. I think they're
Yeah.
going to use it more to their own means.
I just hope they keep it, at least varied. Like, don't have like the new
BP.
Nelly Furtado, the new Kelly thing. Like, at least have some stuff. Like, go back Steppenwolf. Some like, you're not gonna
Right.
get Beatles naturally, but get some old backlog stuff. so
Michael
that,
Jackson.
yeah.
Well, what you
But-
playing at the guitar?
Rob,
I'll
are
sing
you
it.
gonna get it for the Wii? Because you think about getting a 360, right?
I'll probably get it for 360.
Will you be the vocalist?
joining the
Because
band?
I'll let you know.
just because you'll
Oh,
have
yes.
the most other people.
Yeah.
I think that's most people are going to go 360 because it's an easier multiplayer experience.
I'll play it if I can be the vocalist.
Well, most people are gonna go 360 because if they liked Halo 3, they're gonna already have a 360.
Because you have to listen
Because
to me
as previously
sing.
stated, the online experience is better on the 360.
Which is just fun. I mean, it's kind of funny. I mean, right now after
argue it.
E3, I'm gonna have to say 360 is probably the number one spot. Sony's kind of. I want to say number two because I'm a Sony fanboy, and then the Wii.
So at this point, are you more excited about Rock Band than you are about Guitar Hero 3?
Well, yeah,
So
like
basically they come out at the same time.
I've always we got Guitar Hero 80s, which I could care less about, but I'm still gonna play it. And Guitar Hero 3, I'm still gonna play it. But the most I'm excited about is Rock Band.
My big thing with Rock Band will be pricing for downloadable content.
Yeah.
If they beat Guitar Hero with that, then Guitar Hero's dead.
Which is why we
the
always
next
thought it was
generation.
kind of funny how that's a lot of guitar games up close. So I have a feeling they won't do a Guitar Hero 4. It's going to be just Rock Band. And are they even going to make a Rock Band 2? Or if they're smart, they'll just focus on downloadable content.
Right.
And probably this time next year, we'll probably have 10 times more downloadable content for Rock Band than anything else.
I think if they're smart, they don't do Rock Band 2. They just do expansion packs for it. Every 6 months they put
And
out a
even a
new box
game
on the shelf
upgrade,
that has
you
a
know.
new set of songs and shit like that.
For
Just
people
so
that
they
can't
still
buy
have
it.
shelf space at the store.
Well, then
but-
people don't all have Xbox Live for the map pack
I don't know.
people.
The problem it's EA, right? Is that on Rock Band?
Let's
Yeah.
say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ian Harmonix.
That they don't do it with Madden. They release a new game every year, even though they could just update rosters and sell that.
But the thing is, they know that. I mean, I don't see what else they could do. What else can they do with it? I mean, we always wonder what could they do with Guitar 3? Just make it look better. But there's not really that much more of a mechanic element you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you actually
Very
put
cool.
Guitar Hero 2 added a new mechanic to the thing with the
the two.
Right.
Two. And then this one has 4. You can't do more unless you
Well-
put in like a keyboard or some shit.
The
They
new,
could though. They could even update Rock Band. You know, you get I guess a firmware download or whatever, and then add an instrument. You know, in the future.
Can I get my
Right?
guitar?
At some point, though, you've got too much fucking information on the screen at once.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
so there
Show
you go.
distraction.
Rob's going to join the band when we get a keytar.
Sweet.
Oh, it'd be nice if they did like a DDR
Cowbell.
element or something, like if DDR were somehow doing. But yeah, once again, like that, it already looks. It's gonna be hard to see how that actual menu
Song
works
needs
out.
more
Like if we get to see
cowbell.
everybody's screen,
Right.
or if it's gonna be crowded. So right now, I mean, out of E3, the game I'm most excited about probably is actually Rock Band.
So did you see the actual pictures and stuff of the drum kit? Like the good pictures now?
No, I haven't seen the good pictures.
Like
Yeah.
you can change the foot pedal to left or right. It slides over. So you
I was
can,
saying like the game I see myself probably playing the longest time out of everything, shown at E3.
Mass Effect?
It'll eventually end though. I see
Mass
Rock
So,
Effect.
so your game of the show is Rock Band.
I'm gonna say Rock Band.
Sarah's game of the show is obviously,
Well, duh.
say it.
Mass Effect.
There you go. Jeff, game of the show for you? Like, what was most interesting for you?
I don't even know if Ace Combat counts because it wasn't really covered that much at E3.
So don't
It's more
count it.
Demo, so I'm not going to count it. I guess I'd say Halo 3 is probably what I'm most excited about. Yeah, even though you kind of got I kind of blew my load on the beta,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I think it's going to be more fun because they did show more stuff like the video editing. It looks cool. Basically,
Yeah.
going in and re-editing.
but you're the
your
one. You're the
multiplayer
one out of
matches.
all of us who probably play Halo 2 like
The
the
most,
most.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're that more your thing.
And
I like the
Mario,
first-person
obviously,
shooter.
for me, it's Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Mario
Galaxy.
Mario
So
Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy wins because there's two of us.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sweet.
fuckers.
Well, what about Kevin? What is
Kevin
Kevin
doesn't
think?
play games.
Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the fucking dolphin.
You don't count.
Hurts.
I don't know.
say
They made
in the
an awful
future.
lot of Echo the Dolphin games.
Actually
so
means Mass
maybe-
Effect, so it's a tie.
He doesn't. You don't mean Mass Effect at all.
No.
You could give a rat's ass about Mass Effect.
Honestly, yeah. Except Keith David's in it. That's awesome. It's fucking
No, so I
awesome.
mean, so we are spread out all over the place here.
Yeah.
So
No,
No
not
Grand Theft
really.
Auto though. Kind of interesting.
I think they just feel like they don't need it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
all.
haven't
Like,
seen
did-
enough.
well, just
There
like
was some
Bioshock and that, and like some other games didn't show that much.
Well, in Bioshock, they said in advance wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
That's what sparked all those rumors that it was coming out so soon.
And that is actually one game that I think looks really good.
Bioshock.
is Bioshock.
Next month.
I played System Shock. I can't play Bioshock.
Well, they
I cry.
the Grand Theft Auto thing was another thing that got some behind closed doors
But still, apparently,
stuff today.
apparently
so
it's
still too early.
They're still saying that there's a lot of like it's early build. I'm like, really? You guys only have like not that much time. Like compared to like if Mass Effect's that far along and Grand Theft Auto isn't, really hate to see it rush.
But what this report said they saw was a little bit of an opening, like what would essentially be a first level gameplay. But they said the voice dialogue hadn't even been added in yet, and the music track.
And there was some
a
clip in
placeholder.
here and there, and it's just
Yeah.
like
Voice dialogue will be one of the last things to go in, though. 'cause
Well, I'm
Even
not
at
saying
this
that's a problem, but I'm
point,
saying
you,
that's-
you
that's
think
the
you'd already
state
have
it's
the
at,
beginning of
apparently.
it though, like nailed down.
I think they do voice thing. You do it all at once.
But who knows? We got what TGS is our next big
Yeah.
thing. But by that time the time rolls around, we'll have half of these games.
Right.
So
And I would like to show you something really, really cool real quick.
No, I don't want
If,
to
it your
if
cock?
Jimmy will untuck here, look at his giant vein. Look at that.
What?
How big that vein is.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
His armband? Oh, that one.
You got a massive vein there.
Are you looking at Jimmy's big blue vein?
How long have you been staring at Jimmy that you were like,
Creepy.
I don't want to sit next to him anymore.
I just want to go on record as saying that big vein is hot.
Was there anything we missed?
No, that's about it. I mean, anything
I'm
else?
talking
I think
about
it's like our longest show ever, so
Yeah,
I'm sure
it
there's
is.
nothing
My
we
ass
missed.
hurts
The,
so.
Sorry, my bad.
Was there any?
Wait
PS
till after the
All
show.
right, let me ask, was there any PS3 stuff worth talking
No.
about?
No.
Did you
Just
see
Metal Gear.
PS4.
Metal Gear.
No, no,
what
fuck
about-
off.
What about the Ratchet and Clank? Did you see any more of the
No.
video?
Yeah, no,
Did they
fuck
show
No,
it?
off.
I haven't looked
You haven't
at
looked
it.
Did they
Who
even
cares?
show?
They
it?
did
Even?
show
Yeah,
it.
it's Ratchet and Clank. Fuck off.
They showed some on G4 last night. I know because Josh fucking loves Ratchet and Clank.
But
for
I,
Josh.
almost,
He
I
doesn't
also
love
now
it. He doesn't love it $500.
exactly. That's the problem for me with Ratchet and Clank is it's just going to piss me off when it comes out because I won't be able to play it because I'm not going to buy that fucking system.
Just while I'm not using it, maybe.
But you're gonna buy
Some money.
Wii for
I'll
Mario
come over
Galaxy.
and play at your house. Can I come over and play Ratchet and
I
Clank
rented
tonight?
it. Let's play it
Only if
together.
Heidi lets you.
But they were saying like there's like
Anyway.
a tornado gun, and you can fire it and use the 6-axis to control the tornado independently while you're using the sticks to run your guy around.
Wow, that
So
could
that's
be really
cool. I know.
good. I hope that's
I hate the 6-axis.
PS3, Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid 4, Final Fantasy 13. That's when we'll care.
13 though. I don't
That's
think
it.
that game's ever coming out.
It'll come out. I'm
And
pretty
then-
sure it will, but there's nothing else. I mean, what's other than 13 and Metal Gear? Lair?
I don't think
Heavenly Sword?
Square's putting so much
Ratchet
time
and
into
Clank?
fucking random other Final Fantasy spin-offs. I think they forgot all about
I don't.
13.
The problem is that they're trying to like do everything, but they're not focused on anything.
I think they're like, wait, a re-release of 6 and 7 together equals 13.
We did it.
Whoa!
They released 13 different cell phone games. There you go.
It's okay though because it plays Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty good because watching like Loop or Planet Earth is and
So that should be
Blu-ray
the
is pretty
big
good.
news. Blu-ray players just got $100 cheaper this week.
Yeah.
I guess too you'll be able to control it with your new Sony Ericsson phones too. They've got some sort of thing going on.
Yay.
Okay.
People are going to call us out as 360 fanboys. We hate on everything
Well,
else.
We will have links up on the website to some of this stuff, right, Joe?
All this information.
Wait, both his and I's favorite game we're looking forward to is a Wii
I
game.
know, I know.
Not to mention I
But,
camped out for
but
the damn
again,
thing.
it's the only game on the Wii worth buying, though.
Yeah.
Right?
You can
Shut your
also
mouth.
you can also go to lowonhealth.com.
I can get that fucking
No, you
thing and
can't.
do push-ups.
You can't go to lowonhealth.com.
I'm a
because
game
I don't post
fanboy.
I can
anything
get Wii Fit and do push-ups.
Yeah, I forgot about Wii
Fan, whatever. Let Kevin go.
That's right.
Fit. In case you weren't getting enough workout with your Wiimote.
Lowonhealth.com. It's a really good gaming site.
But I haven't posted in like 3 weeks because there's been no
Then
gaming
you better
news.
start
There's no
posting,
gaming.
buddy.
Now you're overwhelmed. It's like there's nothing to talk about. Now there's too much to talk about. Fuck all this.
I'm tired.
Like I said, I've been playing World of Warcraft, so we all know what free time happens.
No.
That's true.
And now we're up to 5 out of 6 of us here playing World of Warcraft.
And I can promise the rest of you.
You can
who
play it
don't
on the
like
Mac.
It, I will
What's your
not
excuse?
ever start playing World of
It's
Warcraft.
playable on the fucking Mac.
Oh, I
Play it
know.
on the Mac.
All my
Excuse
friends
me.
back home give
You
me the
will.
same bullshit.
It's probably the best game on the Mac.
Wait till you
Probably
get
the only game on the Mac.
Wait till you get
Don't
a
care.
free DVD in the mail that says free 10 days. You'll be like, eh, it can't hurt, 10 days.
You played on iPhone?
I met a girl. She's an
guys-
elf.
Always
I'm waiting for Conan.
You need an iPhone mod.
Yeah, your system will handle that.
No, but the computer I buy to play it well.
Conan will come to your house and shit on your Mac if you try to play it.
Oh, you don't play
That's all I'm
DJ.
gonna say.
You're playing
I'm not
Conan?
going to start Conan until they come out with the Red Sonja expansion.
Oh.
Grace
Fuck is wrong
Jones?
with you?
Flavor Flav!
Grace Jones?
I'll be playing my 4 EA games while you guys play.
grab him and take him.
Enough of that.
All right.
All right. So we'll see you guys next week for episode number 40. It'll be a milestone of something.
Of something.
I don't know what.
Can we all drink 40s while we do the show?
Yes.
Fuck
Next
yeah.
week will be a 40 show.
I don't
The
drink.
Sweet.
You can't buy
Don't
40s in
drink.
You
Florida.
drink semen.
We're gonna drink 2
So
20
do
ounces.
you. So who are you to talk?
Truth.
These are
We
tall
can
boys.
share.
Oh,
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
I don't share.
Fuck off.
Rainbows.